Welcome back to the Motor Show. Now, as I said, going into the break, I've got a friend that I made on the Variety Bash, and that's Mr. Peter Williams from Opposite Lock. How you doing, Peter?
Very well, thanks, Aaron.
Mate, now I got some equipment off you before we went away, which I've got to be honest, I didn't think we'd need, but to tell you the truth, I think we needed more.
It can turn out that way. You never know how it's going to change.
Now, Troy and I went away on the Variety Bash in a 2010 hybrid, which is why I thought we're not going to get stuck anywhere. The first thing we did need as we travelled off-road was an orange light, which I thought was a bit over the top. But to tell you the truth, the car in front of us was a good 200 metres, and the dust took a long time to settle. So we put the orange light on our boot, which allowed us to be safe to the car that was behind us. Do you find this is something that people should do a lot if they're in the country areas?
It's got a lot to do with whether they're travelling in convoy or not. Mm-hmm. Certainly individual travellers, they do something similar by having a bright orange flag, particularly where they're cresting dune country, where they're up and down a bit.
Yep.
And that's perhaps more effective than a light in those circumstances.
Yes.
But you notice that the professional sports people, when they're front running at these events, they do have the orange lights to make them more visible.
Yeah, one thing that I didn't know was available, and other people out there might know not know as well, but the light you gave us just had a magnet. We were able to get out, put it on the boot, get back in. We didn't have to fix it or anything else. It was quite a solid fit, and so we only needed it. We only had to, I suppose, defame the car a little bit when we needed it.
Right, because those magnets are safe for up to about 120 kilometres an hour.
You could have told us that before we went to 130. No, they were fine. The other thing that I found was quite useful was you lent us a CB as well, so people were able to get in contact with us. We had a sticker on the back of the car that obviously said UHF12, and we were known very quickly as the Spirit Car.
Right. Well, certainly CB is citizen band radio, and that's what it's all about, the ability for everybody to have car-to-car communications, and they come in a great range now so that they're adaptable to cars with their various styles of dashboard. Okay.
So if anyone wants to know anything about Opposite Lock, where do they go and how do they do that?
Well, we have 8 stores in Western Australia currently, and we're negotiating with 2 more, so we're spreading our network.
Yes.
And 1-800-624444 gets you connected to the nearest one you're at.
Or I presume you've got a website?
OppositeLock.com.au.
Beautiful. Thanks, Peter. Thanks very much for supporting the Spirit Car as we went through the bash as well. We much appreciated it.